Hi there, it's Mag. In front of me I have a bunch of packages still in pretty good condition. And for this video, I'm hoping it will be the first of many to come on vintage toys. Are you old enough to remember Micro Machines? They are miniature scale models which took the toy industry by storm in 1987. Following the success of their N-scale die-cast vehicle creations, the production company Galoob branched out into various movie themes. In the mid-90s, Micro Machines produced various vehicles and figures which followed the original Star Wars trilogy. Some years later, the newer Star Wars movies, Episode 1, 2, and 3, finally made the assembly line. As a huge fan of Star Wars, I built a small collection and kept them in their original packaging. Now the ones I have been able to collect is about a 60-40 mix between figures and vehicles. All of these, except one set not shown on camera, were produced in 1996 and are considered original or black card versions. Now the black card is just the backdrop behind the packaging. All of them have the X-Wing, all of them are black with space, and that's what's considered black card. There are other variations that have different Micro Machine symbols, such as the one on the lower right, even though that's still considered a black card. And they would have different backdrops with a snowspeeder or an AT-AT walker and be a different color. Now I did do some research to see if they were worth anything today, seeing as though they're about 20 years old. And they did go up in value a little bit, depending on what set you have and whether it's an original or a later series version. They would range anywhere between $6 a package to about $12 a package, at least for the ones that I have. But some of the unique ones can get up to about $70, $80. Now I also tried to find out what the original cost was back in 1996 when they were sold, and I wasn't too successful, so I can't tell you exactly what they were, but I vaguely recall that they were less than $6 a piece. This is the back of one of the original packages. Now this package only shows 7 figure collections, but there are a lot more. Now this was one of the early 1996 sets because the other figure packages were still in development. Now this is the back of a different original black card run that has more figure collections. Along the left, you have the classic characters, which were a mix of good guys and bad guys, mostly good guys. You have Imperial Naval Troopers, Rebel Fleet Troopers, Tusken Raiders, and along the right, Imperial Stormtroopers, Jawas, Ewoks, Imperial Officers, Rebel Pilots, Echo Base Troops, and Imperial Pilots. Along the bottom of the box, you would also see the different collections that you can have. In my collection, I have the Ewoks, the Echo Base Troops, the Jawas, the Rebel Pilots, the Imperial Stormtroopers, and the Imperial Officers. Now, each of the figure sets contain 10 variations of the same character in different poses. If any of you are into modeling, you can relate to the mini characters and the precision needed in order to have such an intricate paint scheme. Now, in addition to the figure collections, I also have 3 vehicle collections. Here's the back of one of the vehicle boxes. You can see that there are 11 series. This package is the 4th series, which contains the Imperial Probot, the Imperial AT-AT, and the Snowspeeder. And just like the bottom of the figure boxes, the vehicle boxes also have the full list of collectible series. And for some vehicles, they also include a clear stand that you can put the vehicle on. Now here is Series 6, which gives you the frigate, Boba Fett's slave ship, and the Bespin twin-pod cloud car. Now on the bottom of this package, it does not give you a list of all the sets. However, it does give you details of each of the vehicles included. And for my last vehicle package, which is Series 11, you have Cloud City, the Rebel Cruiser, and the Escape Pod. And again, for this box, it only gives you the descriptions of the 3 and not the full list of all of the vehicle series. As I mentioned later on in the Micro series, they had produced episodes 1, 2, and 3. Here is the back of one of those packages. And what they started to do is they started to make the actual vehicles a bit larger in size So that changed the packaging, whereby you would not get 3 vehicles. You would get one slightly larger, but had more intricate paint detail, and that is witnessed across the top row. They also started to mix characters and vehicles together, and they did come out with a few additional figures collectible series, such as the Gungans and the Battle Droids. And they started to branch out and produce more playsets that you can witness across the last row. Now this package is Collection 4, or actually Episode 1 of Star Wars. It includes Kai ID Mundi, a Coruscant taxi, Darth Sidious, and the Sith Infiltrator. Thanks for taking a trip down memory lane with me. I hope that you found this interesting. And if you're a Star Wars fan or a Micro Machines fan, I'd love to hear from you. And you know what? Even if you are into modeling and you've done your own minifigure paints, I'd love to see your work. And if you'd like to expand your collection or start a collection, the Star Wars Micro Machines series is available on various auction and wholesaler websites. Click the thumbs up button if you'd like the video, and subscribe to us so we can send you alerts when we post more videos on our trips, hauls, and reviews. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Goodbye.